Hey folks, the Brian Mitchell here, and I've been putting this video off for too long. I've got to say this. I'm addressing a video that I've seen going around on social media, and it's about a 1.5-minute clip from a pastor. I'm sure it's a full-length sermon. It's edited, it's chopped up. I don't know the context, so I'm not addressing that. I'm addressing those who have shared it. And I understand why. We all do it. We share a video or a meme or a quote that makes our point, that reinforces our opinion. And the people I've seen, at least the ones that I know who have shared this video, I understand why they're doing it. It's to justify themselves. It is to reconcile their professed Christian faith with their very unchristian political opinions. And I get that. So in the video, it is a pastor saying that voting is not a spiritual act, that it is a civil act. It's your civic responsibility, but it's not a spiritual act. So I have to address that. Voting is a spiritual act. Every person is a spiritual person. So every voter is a spiritual person. Every candidate is a spiritual person. There are spiritual issues connected with elections. There are spiritual consequences connected with the outcomes of elections. So it is a spiritual matter, and there are spiritual issues. There's dozens of them. I'm going to hit the 3 of the biggest. Number 1, you have a political party and their candidate who are so hell-bent on a woman murdering her own child that they have it written into their doctrinal statement, aka party platform. That is the spirit of Baal and the spirit of Molech. Those are pagan gods that were worshipped with satanic rituals, including child sacrifice. That is the same spirit that we see at work today in this party, in Planned Parenthood, in these abortion protesters and providers. It is a spiritual issue. Also, you have a political party that preaches the message that a person can choose or change their gender. That's nonsense. That is a spiritual issue. It's a spirit of lust. It's a spirit of confusion, and ultimately, it's a spirit of pride. They celebrate Pride Month, Pride events, Pride parades. But pride is exalting yourself above God. You are saying, "I know better than God," and that's what they're doing. And I will remind you that pride is the reason Lucifer is now Satan. Thirdly, all this nonsense we're seeing on college campuses and stuff, this anti-Semitism, the hatred of Jews and the hatred of Israel, it is a spirit. It is a spirit of hate and envy, and it goes back the same spirit that we see today operating with these foolish, ignorant children on college campuses and their professors and these candidates, these politicians. This party not only supports, but they finance and organize these protests on college campuses. And it's the same spirit that's controlling them, that's controlling Hezbollah and Hamas and Iran and all these other countries. It's the same spirit that inspired terrorists to fly planes into buildings. It's the same spirit that led Hitler and the Nazis. It's the same spirit that led Muhammad when he made up Islam, and it led him through all of his escapades and exploits, and his followers, all their violence. And it goes all the way back through all the pagan kings and countries that opposed the Israelites, through the pharaohs, all the way back 4,000 years to Isaac and Ishmael. It is a spirit. So voting is a spiritual issue. Now I will remind you, we wrestle not against flesh and blood. These people are not our enemies. Kamala Harris is not our enemy. The Democrat Party, Planned Parenthood, Hamas, BLM, whoever, they are not the enemy. The spirits behind them are the enemy. We wrestle against, not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers and principalities of this dark world. So, that's my sermon for today. I'm out of time. Thank you for watching. Be salty and stay lit.